I return. Okay, I see things. Progress bar reversed for some reason. Like incorrectly, I think. I guess we can look at that Modmus stuff, or is that its own map? Okay. Yeah, we'll see what's new. Um, can you reskin it? Yeah, you can't. You can't really put your foot down and kick, can you? I guess it's good set dressing for Urban Warrior 99 loadout. See if you can put T-block on it. And whether it affects the both sides or just the bottom. Yeah, not ideal. I guess there is that. The pattern would need to be enlarged quite a bit, I think. It does kind of look like it's gift wrapped. Didn't know that was a thing. Yeah. Yeah, with black grip tape that would be okay. Too radical. You just have to put your headset on crooked. So like a jetpack or a grappling hook, or are you still crooked? I see. What kind of modness things? Oh yeah. It would be handy. the ginger near. Okay. Let's get the Lancaster. It's a break action Howdah pistol. Like a Halo 1 style, but custom. Oh, and the scope seems like it works. It would be cool if the scope was detachable. Aha! We could do stuff with that. Oh, and you can switch on night vision and stuff. It's pretty cool. Is there an MA5B or battle rifle? Or what other Halo guns do we have? Yeah, and there's generally not a ton. Yeah. Yeah, and that scope, we can do stuff with it, so that's a good one to have. Yeah, let's look at the break action pistols. Lancaster, there we go. What's that M1877 they got? I've not. I don't know that one. It does not have doesn't have like a Wikipedia or anything. It says it's a handgun version of the rolling block rifle, so I guess it's just a double barrel rolling block in 9mm Belgian, and you got like little the chamber. Okay, that's interesting. What is 9mm Belgian? I don't know. The little like chamber flap thing. I don't think I've seen that before. It's kind of interesting. And what about the Lancaster? Do you break it open to reload it? Yeah. Can we get what is this shooting, like 450 or something? See, can we get you got the thing where we can chamber anything for anything? Is it, does it work with break actions? Could we have multiple things in the chambers, or would it all be the same? Like if we put 7.62 in one, and 30 carbine in one, and 410 in one, will it do that? Yeah, let's do like 30 carbine and 7.62 by 39. It's kind of funny. I have to assume it would start at the top left and then go clockwise, but I don't know for sure. I like it. The shells just stick through. You could have done 410 as well if you're wanting shotguns, but you know, science. Oh, I guess that's true. I have to assume that it just goes clockwise. Oh, it's not even rotating in the same direction? That's weird. In real life, I believe that's what it does. I think it's got a firing pin that just rotates around. But, yeah, we'll play with this. So we'll just fill it with 30 carbine for now. You could probably also do funny, you know, 410. You could probably even do 50 BMG if you wanted, you know, memory. There's some options, but we'll do 30 carbine for now. .410 should definitely fit. So now, if we do an anywhere rail so we can have a handguard, will the handguard turn down when we break it open? Okay, cool. Perfect. Glorious. Let's get let's try the big perforated cylindrical AR handguard heat shield thing. And see if that is of sufficient diameter to wrap around these barrels. Cool. Yeah, let's line that up. Okay. There's not a shorter version of this, is there? Of this handguard? Okay, we'll stick with the full length. Let's get a Thompson foregrip underneath there. Was there a slightly smaller version? Like a... Well, actually, that might not be bad. Let's look at that. Yeah. Let's do it. Let's do the smaller one. And now... if you do a barrel, will 4 barrels detach? Or if you attach 4 barrels, Oh, very interesting. Okay, yeah, that's actually pretty cool. What do we got? Is there anything that's kinda... Maybe one that's just a little skinnier? Well, yeah, I guess they're already basically perfect in terms of diameter. Yeah, we'll keep them. They line up. Um, unless there's one that's like an inch shorter. But if not, I think that's pretty ideal. And the little dimples are kind of cool. They look kind of almost like they're ported. Yeah, I think it works. Yeah, I think it works pretty good. We need sights of some description. Let's just get like I guess we'll need a. Is there a rail segment that matches the length of this handguard approximately? That would be too high. That... Well... We'll just use two small rail sections, I guess. Have one for the front sight and one for the rear sight. And sink them into the heat shield just a little bit. So that the rails themselves aren't quite visible. The sight will just kind of look like it's mounted to it. I think just long enough for the sight could be the way to go. Just make it look like the sight is mounted directly. I forget. You could probably do that long rail segment kind of in the middle, and then have a rail hang off the back end off the front of that, because that'll put them at the same height with each other. And you just sink that whole assembly. Also works just as well, yeah. I guess we'll need the sight, and then that'll determine how far down we push the rail. Thinking I think the R700 had some, like a winged front post that we could look at. Oh, that rear notch and little triangle. Yeah, this looks like good candidates. Probably do like a hooded one maybe for the front sight. Weird. Yeah, just have a slightly longer rail segment maybe. It is weird. Yeah, let's look at this hooded one. Yeah. Let's take second row, the fourth one on the second row, that rear sight where it's just the modern iron sight, the V-notch thing. Oh, okay. So we won't use that one. Gut. Ja. The other sights. Let's look at the pistol stocks. One would imagine. What? Let's look at the TAWs. Well, that's super helpful. Is that, or what about the like the KS-23 where it's just the bar? It's freaking out. Oh. Oh. But yeah, suboptimal. I didn't think about that. Yeah. Hmm. Yeah, maybe we'll take a screenshot with it, but we'll save it without it. Maybe it's I think it is kind of cooler without a stock. Yeah, I guess we've got sights, we've got a foregrip, we've got our esoteric chambering. I feel kind of clever about that. The quad muzzle helped it out. Plus, it can be a quad barrel 410. It can be 30 carbine. It could be 7.62 by 39. It's whatever you want it to be. Yeah. Russian roulette, but it's a upscaling hierarchy of 30 caliber. You start with 30 carbine and you end at 30-06. It's not, well, we haven't streamed in a while, but it hasn't done anything weird. It hasn't like dropped frames or lost resolution or anything. Yeah. So, yeah, I can't tell any. Nothing has gone wrong. Is the extent of my input. It can be the Dust Devil. It's not a broom or a duster. It's the Dust Devil. Yeah, we can do a picture with the stock, and then we can pull it off and get the stockless picture. Yeah, I was trying to figure out if that was a lighting thing or something. Yee. Whoop. Ha! Let's get that Nagant 1870, the little double barrel thing that we had. The rolling block pistol, and there's a Kyber Martini Henry handgun. Let's get all three of those and set them next to each other and look at them. Oh, okay, so yeah, it is essentially doubled and smaller a little bit, slightly smaller caliber. Would it be lever action? Or breech loaded? Oh, is that where it was? Okay. Because I was like, I saw the picture somewhere, and I'm like, oh, I guess they have it. But yeah, if they just announced it, maybe not yet. Let's take... Can we get a Dragonov handguard around the double barrel? Yeah. Yeah, 8R, whatever it is. See if it is wide enough. I don't really like how it's not really enough. Yeah, there's not a lot of meat on the action for it to come back and conjoin with. We will throw the handguard out. Rip. Are you having a stroke? Oh no. good. Yeah, let's get the double barrel thing. We'll skip the handguard, but we'll do 2 skinny barrels, or whatever kind of matches the diameter of these. Less than ideal. Well, that reduces our chances of tomfoolery for this one. So I guess we'll toss it. Yep. Let's grab the single barrel of the rolling block. Let's do... Is there a handguard by itself, or does it also come with the barrel? Oh, it's got the tape over it too. Yeah, we needed string to hold the tape together. Oh yeah, big revolver barrel would be kind of suited if we could hide that original front sight. Let's look at trying to think. What's another handguard or heat shield we could fill this space with? What if we take like the... Well, no, that's a barrel. The Mac 10 Shroud is the barrel extension. That'll mess with our projectile origin. Yeah, what do you think? How can we hide this? Shotgun pump would probably work covering the underside. We kind of need something over the top. Well, maybe we can just have a rail segment up there and hide it that way. Yeah, it's kind of overly. Yeah. It does have a ring to it. Yeah, I think that's the way to go with it. That looks like something. Now, let's put 762 by 39 in there. Well, if it'll fit into that little gate. Yeah, I guess it lays down enough. You could get one in there. Oh. Does 30 carbine? Is it shorter? Does that? Yeah, 762. Let's do 6.5 CBJ. We have. I'm pretty sure we've got the gun. Yeah. Hmm. Yeah, we'll do that. 50A, why not? Yeah, for aesthetic it'll be okay. Let's let's take maybe a longish rail segment that we can have cover that middle site and run back towards the end of the barrel. Yeah, that hides it pretty good. We can do that. And like we could do what well, F2000 scope. That's long and skinny. Very handy. Well, is there anything that's got a longer radius for the mounting points? Like has the scope rings further apart or something? Trying to figure out something that can kind of use a bit more of that rail real estate. I kind of like that one. We could do it. Oh, I do like the rubber eye cap. Just don't spell it, haha. Yeah. Yeah. Suboptimal. There's a long skinny, oh, there's telescope. They don't even fit on our long rail. Yeah. What's that XTR short scope? Or that? That's kind of neat. It's very tall. Yeah, what about proprietary things like PU scopes or SVT optic or... I like the Garen scope, but I think it also comes with that front sight. Oh, I forgot it's got that rear bracket thing. It looks kind of cool. It looks kind of okay, but then we still have that sight in the middle that I wanted to cover. Me. That I think that might be. I do like that, I think. Yeah, I think that's a good one. We can look at some pistol stocks maybe. Maybe like Luger stock or something. Try one or two of them. And if they don't elicit strong feelings, maybe just stick with big iron energy. I kinda dig it. I kinda like it. I think that, yeah, I think that is a bit better fit. Hmm. Yeah, I guess that'll basically be that. Just be the the 50 AE big iron. Truly a large iron moment. You found... Oh, where'd it go? You found one that took like SVD mags and bar mags and things previously. I don't think we messed with any of them yet. I'm pretty sure if I can find it in the history. It was an AR-10 something or other. It was Module AR-10 exotic. Yeah. Some of them what? Yeah, I was kind of under the impression that they made this mod because they're like, hey, we made receivers that would fit them. Yeah, I think there was one like you could get an FG-42 mag and 8mm Mauser and okay. Yeah, let's look at the SVD. Yeah, we'll throw a 20 rounder in there if we got one. Interesting. It's like a light switch. Oh no. So yeah, we'll do that. Can we change the upper? Okay. We can change the stock and everything though. Handguard, all that. Yeah, is there a 20? If they got a... Is there a metal 20 round? Take the polymer 20. Big banana. It's a good question. I like the way the metal magazine looks. Maybe we'll do that just to convey, Dragonov. We'll just do the metal one for now. The instinctive urge is give it all 8R furniture, but then we're just making a not Dragonov. Well, dang it. Okay. I drew a blank. Crazy like monolithic polymer lower or anything, or would that also not work? Oh, yeah, I guess the lower is the lower. Yeah, we can't have a... Yeah. There's camo triangle stock. Or the Colt 607, is that adjustable? Or is it just short? Okay. Yeah. We'll do that. The boot. Okay. Can we get like oh, we could probably keep what it's got. They don't have the revolver-esque Norinco one. What is that, a black like Thompson-esque grip? Tactile grip? It's not bad. There was something that looked kind of like a Tommy grip. I didn't see what it was called. Well, there was a different one that you had on there, but I'm not sure. Was it the Colt ACR grip? No, I think it was the Colt ACR grip, and I just didn't see the resolution was made it look a little more Thompson than it actually is, but that's not bad. I kind of like it. Maybe we'll do that. Let's do. Do we have like a Portuguese AR-10 handguard? It's the one that's like brown, but only like the back half of it, and then it becomes like a stamped metal heat shield for the rest of it. That might be the closest we can get. It's similar to that, but shorter, and the end of it is a metal heat shield. But this would be my next choice. It is kind of cool. I guess it goes with that camo stock that we saw. Ooh, I do. It is a very tall triangle. We may need that later. 703 was that one? Was that one piston? Ah, that might be so. If we've got a 703 action, that might be something to play with at some point. But yeah, let's do that. Okay. Maybe we'll just keep it there and just have a stupid loud concussion gun. Yeah, either one of those could be okay. Get some kind of big muzzle device. Let's see if there's anything. SPR mod 0 maybe? Is that like a folding one? maybe maybe the mod 0. Oh, I like that better actually. The the round one. Yeah. Yeah, the tall one with the circle. Delightfully retro. So we'll need a rear sight to match. Well, I guess we can go ahead and do the muzzle first. We could look at the big bell from the FAL, but could also explore other things. Yeah, maybe that's not maybe that's not the play. We got anything? Or the M14. That one is not bad either. Let's keep that one, but also look at the M14. Let's do bayonet lug. Do we have a bayonet that will fit it? Well, does it go? Well, it should be on the. Yeah. No. M1 was like Garand, I think. So it might be M4 or M7. Yeah, it's one of the M's between 1 and 9. What about an AK bayonet? Does that just... What if we try an AK bayonet and see how it lines up? I am presently buffering. Alright, I'm caught up again. Yeah, we'll ditch the bayonet. It'll be okay. We can keep it as it is. Yeah, something tall enough. It's weird. What if we do the weird shaped ACR carry handle? Cult ACR. Yeah, it might be good enough for screenshot purposes. Well, maybe keep it. It's kind of cool. Does that line up with this site? Yeah, it's about the same. Maybe no optic. We'll do the fun carry handle shape. What's that leatherwood adapter on page 2? Well, I do kind of like that, but maybe for... It seems more for like a triangle handguard or something. It's cool though. Yeah, I guess we'll do this for our weird 762. I guess so. There's not a ton to it, but it's weird. It's a little different. We can call it Suomi. I think Suomi is the Finnish word for Finland. They briefly looked into AR-10s and 7.62 by 39. So maybe this is alternate timeline. That's pretty good. Where was my other? I think we found... I think there's a 30 carbine receiver as well. Like what? Let's postpone that one. There's the M1600 22 carbine. I it's a vanilla gun. Yeah, this is the one. Will a 30 carbine magazine? Will a 30 carbine magazine fit into the action? Okay. Yeah. Don't look at the bottom, just look at the side. How does the shell compare to the ejection port? Just not happening. Well, probably not. We could. Yeah, close enough for a picture. In actuality, probably not. But for a picture, you're like, yeah, that's fine. Yeah, we'll do 30 carbine. Now, I think the straight mag kind of fits the look better. And now, because it's not a American thing, I don't think. I think it's I mean, it may be an American gun, but not military. Yeah, but for like pours with the 22. Yeah, this is for pours and wannabes who can't get one. Where's that tall the piston operated handguard that we were looking at? Oh dang, yeah, because that was the modular. Let's look at some of our separate AR handguards and see if there's anything that could fit over this one. You may be correct. Could look at triangly ones, maybe. Although the length might not be right, but there are some shorter triangles. Oh yeah. Yeah, let's see if let's test. Let's see if we can get an actual triangle onto here in some fashion. Either this one or I think there's a shortened one that might be from list 607. Thinking about it. Probably. Secretly consuming a fistful of Cheerios. But yeah, if possible, maybe we can hide the original handguard entirely. That is getting TF2 levels of fat, though. Maybe that's not the way. Maybe... Although it does kind of make a funny cartoon gun, I guess, but... Maybe, maybe we'll shift tactics here. What about the big square? The big square handguard from the LSW? This has been an excellent diversion. I don't hate myself as much as I did 2 hours ago when my spaceship exploded. Why is it so shiny? I feel like we had non-shiny, unless it became shiny in an update. What if we do... Now let me look at the gun again. Maybe a shotgun pump. One of the wooden ones, but we'll paint it black. Yeah, I guess it is really. We'll do an underbarrel thing instead. That's how we'll fill out the front. Let's look at either a shotgun or like an M203 perhaps. What do we got? Oh, is that a new shotgun that's on an M203 mount? Or newer shotgun, I guess. The Sherman Jumbo. That's the key. Does that go onto this in any interesting way? Not awful there at the back. It does almost meld. Well, what about a rail mounted M203? We can kind of clip that in there maybe. Oh no. Actually, how does the wood texture go onto this? Because you got to do the textures before you put all the attachments on, don't you? Oh. It, it's exactly the opposite of what I need it to be. Okay, yeah. That looks like it's getting somewhere. That is pretty nice, actually. I think that's a pretty good color. I think that first one that was kind of naughty, kind of adds character to this weird, DIY. We have M16 at home. It kind of fits the energy. That is also good. Yeah, we'll just say it's a little rusty, or it's bronze or brass. So yeah, we got that. Got our 30 carbine. We can look at some underbarrels again, see if we can kind of, maybe even the GP25, maybe. Let's see if we can find something that will fit under here in a way that doesn't look awful. Is there one that's like one step shorter? Yeah. Maybe we could do like a flat rail section and put it on that so that it gives it a flat surface to kind of attach to the wood, if that makes sense. Maybe there's like a riser or something that could be inverted. Yeah, something that kind of connects up there at the front where the handguard starts to rise away. Like if you could. Oh wait, that might actually be perfect if you can line that up. Yeah. That has suddenly made the whole gun. Possibly because it is the only real attachment. But you know, we recolored it too. Chamber swap. Okay. Got iron sights. Got a launcher. We could do a spike bayonet, a short one. If the muzzle is accommodating. Infield, I think, is the short one I like. Kinda, I guess that's not the worst if we just go that whole thing is one unit. Like the flash hider is built into the bayonet attachment. Okay. What is this? An enemy spawner? Spawn sausage? He's so tall. Oh. All the more humiliating. Imagine getting bayoneted by a man in a wheelchair. It's like I thought it was like a 10-foot tall dude. And it's already full auto. Select fire. Oh, very handy. Yeah, I guess we'll just. That'll be it. We made it different. This can be the tropic carbine. Because it looks like something that would be issued by a Caribbean dictator. Excellent. You want to do one more? Or do you want to take a break there? Let's take... there's the Lee Enfield Mark Ruined, which I guess would be under the bolt actions. Does the magazine come out? Let's try that that 20 round Dragunov mag. Maybe that's why it's the Mark Ruined. Whoops. About like that FG42 mag from that AR-10 pack, AR-10 exotic. Yeah, we need some kind of big trench mag sort of deal. I would say Bren mag, but I'm sure the Bren mag will be upside down. Very close. AK magazine. It's very... What would sit? Yeah, what would what would sit higher or lower? Yeah, I'm just thinking about how they fit into the guns in the game. It's very bothersome. So many of them are so close. Oh yeah, and it's metal. Kinda cool. Yeah. What about like AK drum? It is kind of looking that way. Oh, yeah. There we go then. Perfect. I didn't even think about like Howells and Hewitts and Charltons. Yeah, how is sufficient? Ah. Yeah. Let's get trying to think of our barrel. Yeah, it might be some kind of scope. Let's do a longer barrel of some sort. Yeah, I think that's pretty good. We could do, or well, let's look at that Mac 10 shroud as well. We might go back to the barrel you got on it, but let's look at the shroud. Yeah, we'll go back to the little skinny barrel. Okay. I'll put sights on the back burner. Still pondering. What about the master key? Can we get the master key on here? Truly a scourge of the trenches. Maybe the 203, if may not. It does seem like it's hiding it pretty decent. Kind of comes up on the side a bit, but maybe. Maybe we can look at the rail mounted one. Bah humbug. I guess the main thing was the magazine that we found. The amount of times you've tried to grab it and then just like accidentally discharged into the wall in the background. We'll do it. We'll do that. We'll take be some kind of good little optic. Some kind of low power telescopic thing. Maybe like a pistol scope even. Deagle scope maybe? It's too obvious though. And our rail section goes unused. What can we put on the... maybe the deagle scope? Like a scout mount? You got some eye relief there. I think that might be the answer. Did it get stuck again? Oh. Oh yeah, I guess that's true. You can't feel the ticks. You're just cranking. Yeah. Yeah, I like the scout scope setup. Is there a barrel mount bipod that we can slide anywhere on the barrel? I guess anywhere rail. Yeah, if we could. Yeah, basically that. And the legs clear. Some kind of, well, rifle grenade adapter. I do kind of like the barrel extension, but it does kind of mess with the grenade part. What do you think? Should we go CQB route, or should we go make it like a sniper thing? Which angle do you think we should lean into? Well, that's the part I was debating, like we could leave Master Key on and just lean into shotgun, or we could ditch Master Key and then lean into long gun. Okay, we'll lean into shortness. Yeah, let's pull we'll pull the bipod off, and we'll just have the rifle grenade adapter. Pull the grenade clips through the bipod. We'll put the grenade on there, though. Oh, okay. The grenade doesn't... Yeah. The grenade doesn't come back as far. Okay. Yeah, we'll roll with this. That could... Well... Nah, we'll roll with it like this. Lean into the shortness of it. Because then you get the weird dangly bit of the grenade launcher. Yeah. Oh, we can use the the new side rail thing you found. You said it would be good for brain conversions. It sticks out on the side. Like it turns it upside down. Oh, so it's not like an offset to the side thing. Yeah. We could get that coming out of the side of the gun, maybe like just out of the wood part. Oh, well, yeah, there we go then. I was trying to figure out how we could improvise one. Yeah, that's what we need. Is it got a front sight built into it? Yeah, good enough. What was that? Yeah. Yes. The British invasion, I guess. It is kind of a hideous monster. Maybe we can refine the concept in the future. The trash can belongs in the trash. Little Chloe bits. Trifidium. Mission success? Question mark. Yeah, we did something with it. I do. Did you already chuck it? See what a Bryn magazine. See what a Bryn magazine does. I assume it will be upside down, but just while we're here. That too, but. It was like an explosion. Sure, why not? I expect it to be upside down, but somehow it looks even more comedic than I thought it would. Oh. It is extra banana-y. What if you pull the shotgun and the bipod off? You don't have to resave it, but that'll just be our look. It's a slightly different picture. If it's stuck, then we'll just leave it on there, and we'll just pull the shotgun off. Yeah, marginally different picture. And also, we can never remember what anything is called after when we try to find it again. That would be the easiest thing, but I also have a bad habit of, alright, you post the pictures and like, I'll just get them tomorrow or the day after. And then I forget what it's called. I guess if you were right. Or I guess also if we were putting the date, whenever you do, Sevtech M1600, the name, it's like, I guess if we also put 12/13/25, that would also help. Also very true. Yeah. Hmm. What if Thompson foregrip and replace launcher with the giant sword bayonet? Either the regular or the the slimmer one. I think the Pritchard is for a revolver, so it probably won't really go on here. What do they... Yeah, I was kind of hoping it'd be like, you know, Arisica or something. Yeah. Here. You know, what is we pronounce it? We won, so we get to say it however. What is it? Arasaka? Arasaka? Because I know there's well, there's a spelling with an I, which is the rifle, but there's also a spelling that has 3 A's instead of 2 A's and an I. That is the closest of the bunch, yeah. What about like the tiniest barrel extension? Well, just a little one, just so you've got room for your little fingy. I mean, to push the bayonet out just a little further, so that it's not right touching the foregrip. Yeah, or if we could get it just that almost. Well, it almost made it look like the sling swivel was the bug. Oh, interesting. I guess that could be okay though. More sword. But the gun is shorter. Alright. Yeah, maybe that'll be the conclusion of this session. I got a little iffier there towards the end, but I think there were some fairly productive entries in there. I've still got a couple concepts for next time. Well, GG. I shall return to the Discord. Yeah.